What's up? My name is Bloody, and these are my most anticipated movies of April. I'm sort of just going to go in order of the movies being released. The first movie that comes out today is Morbius. I am actually excited to see this movie. I didn't care all about this movie because I don't like Jared Leto, and I thought the trailers to this movie looked like absolutely horrendous. But now it has a 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, and everyone is saying it's horrible, and they're saying the post-credit scenes are some of the worst of all time. And it reminds me back to 2015 of Fantastic when Fantastic came out, and I had no interest in seeing that movie until everyone was like, this is an absolute shit pile. And then I wanted to see it, and it was actually enjoyable because it was so bad, and Morbius looks so terrible. I'm a little bit excited to see it. The Contractor with Chris Pine. Hate the title. Don't care. Alright, now I'm scrolling into April 8th. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I didn't see the first Sonic the Hedgehog. I never played the game. But I saw the trailer of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I thought it looked kind of ridiculous and kind of silly. And me and my girlfriend were both like, we'll probably check that out. Now I've seen through reviews that it's mostly like, just fine. The positives were like, it's alright. And the negatives were like, it's alright. So I don't really care that much anymore. Ambulance, I think this movie looks terrible. Why is Jake Gyllenhaal doing movies with Michael Bay? Jake Gyllenhaal is such a great actor, but he just makes such questionable choices when it comes to movies to star in. April 15th, we have Father Stu coming out, starring Mark Wahlberg. A boxer turned priest inspired countless people during his journey. I saw part of the trailer for this. I do not care. It looks like Oscar bait shit. And we also have Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. I hate these movies. I hate these Fantastic Beasts movies. I really didn't like the first one at all, and I thought the second one was like one of the worst blockbusters I've seen in years. Now, if they fail to get me on board with 2 movies, I don't care about their third movie. I don't like any of these characters. The main character, Newt Scamander, I think is just like terrible. And also, I'm so tired. Like, can we get a new director to make like Wizarding World movies other than David Yates? When the franchise first started, we had Christopher Columbus for the first 2, and then Alfonso Cuarón brought such a different style and such unique like energy and just like everything to Prisoner of Azkaban. And then they went with a new director for Goblet of Fire. I forget his name. Maybe it was Mike Newell. They went for a new director with Goblet of Fire, and Goblet of Fire was awesome. And then David Yates has done 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then he's done Fantastic Beasts 1 and 2, and this is going to be a 7th Wizarding World in the movie. I think his creativity, I think he's just dead at this point, and it's just made that franchise, the Wizarding World franchise, feel absolutely hollow and dead to me. They need some new energy, but fucking crazy-ass J.K. Rowling just wants David Yates, David Yates, David Yates. And here's a quick word from our sponsor. Etsy.com/Evil Broomstick is my own personal horror clothing shop where I sell hand-painted horror hats based on my favorite horror movies. From Scream, The Babadook, Friday the 13th, A Ghost Story, and even non-horror films like The Neverending Story and Blade Runner. With only 5-star reviews, give up that random hat that your dad found in the garage and treat your head to an original, wearable art piece based on a film that you love. April 22nd. The Northman. I don't really care about this movie. I hate Robert Eggers as a director, and I just don't even think I'm going to see this because I think Robert Eggers is just like one of the worst directors in Hollywood. We also have that day coming out, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, April Fools, by the way. The Northman's my most anticipated movie of April. By far, I cannot wait for this movie. Robert Eggers is one of my favorite directors. He made maybe top 3 favorite movies of all time for me. The Witch. And he made The Lighthouse, which was incredible. Anya Taylor-Joy is coming back. He's making a Viking revenge film, and I just can't wait. Robert Eggers, one of the all-time greats, and I just really can't wait for this movie. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, I think the title's hilarious, but I just don't get off on these like Nick Cage movies as much as some people, but I will check it out. The Nick Cage movie I loved was Pig. Pig was fucking awesome. I want him to do more stuff like that. And I really liked Mandy, honestly. I'll give this a watch. What else do we got coming out? April 29th, we have Memory. A Liam Neeson movie, and the poster is Liam Neeson holding a gun, and it says Memory. Directed by Martin Campbell, who made Casino Royale, my favorite James Bond movie of all time. But Liam Neeson has made this movie 40 times already. It comes out at least twice a year. So, I guarantee you, an assassin for hire, of course, finds that he's become a target after he refuses to complete a job for a dangerous criminal organization. Who cares? Liam Neeson's been making the same movie for the last 15 years. Vortex, a movie by Gaspar Noé, directed by Gaspar Noé, starring Dario Argento. I'm actually pretty interested. I hadn't even heard of this movie until I was checking out this list of the April movies. It's the last movie coming out, last sort of big movie coming out in April. But yeah, it's a Gaspar Noé film starring Dario Argento, and it's last days of an elderly couple stricken by dementia. Pretty interesting. I might check it out. Definitely don't care about Memory. Don't care about Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. I don't care that people are saying this is the best one ever. What's it got to compare to two shitty films? Don't care about Father Stew. I'll check out Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Ambulance, I don't care. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I don't really care. Okay, so there's a movie that I realized wasn't in IMDb's April releases, and that is Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is the new film by the Daniels, the guys who made Swiss Army Man, and this movie has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, I think. Something high like that. And that's easily one of my most anticipated movies of the month. So I'll give you my top 3 most anticipated movies in April, and this is the ones I'm actually going to see for sure. At number 3 is one I'm about to see in 2 hours, and that's Morbius. I probably wouldn't have checked this movie out because I assumed it looked like shit, but I didn't know how terrible it was. I thought it'd just be average, whatever. But since I saw it has a 15% on Rotten Tomatoes and people are saying this is absolute dog shit, it gives me flashbacks to Fant Four Stick. I gotta go check that out. So that's my number 3. Number 2 is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Really excited about that movie. I'm hearing amazing things about it. And then number 1 by far is Robert Eggers' The Northman. Robert Eggers' third film, his first ever film. I have tatted on me. Black Phillip, Live Deliciously, The Witch. His second film, The Lighthouse, was incredible. And his third film, The Northman, I can't wait to see it. Those are my most anticipated movies of April. Let me know what yours are. Peace out. I'm out of here.